As some of you may know, I create 3 videos a week for you guys here on the channel, but sometimes I run into what's called a creative block, and when that happens, I get a little frustrated and I just want to just destroy everything. So I decided today to take that energy, channel it into a deck, and of course we ended on Ruinous Ultimatum. Cue the intro, let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're talking about another Mardu list, and I know I run Mardu on this channel quite often. It is my favorite color scheme, but like I said in the intro, I did run into a little bit of a creative block today, so I wanted to get back to my 2 favorite things, which is Mardu and Control. That way I know we could string together a couple of wins for you guys to put together a great video, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy this one. So we are talking about Ruinous Ultimatum. Before I break this thing down in full, though, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I just ask if you take a moment to do so. It's a free way to help support the channel, and then if you hit that little notification bell, that's for you, so you're notified whenever we post a video. That way you don't miss out on any future content. Okay, so like I said, we have a few decks in the pipeline that I'm working on, a lot of really cool ideas, but sometimes they don't always pan out right away, and they take a few weeks to really dial in to make them good. So today I was running into a little bit of frustration and thought, let's just throw together a nice control list, get out a really good video for you guys, and I think we found something pretty decent here. Like I said, we started this deck off with Ruinous Ultimatum, a card that I absolutely love. It's an ultimatum that's played very little. As far as all the ultimatums go, probably the least amount played, but I think it's very powerful. Obviously, destroying all of your opponent's non-land permanents is super strong, to say the least, especially because it's a one-sided board wipe. Anytime you can get that, it's very, very good. So what did we do to build around this? So the idea behind this deck is to win with either a Tibalt, which we have 4 of, because we also can play the Valky side of things. So that's one way we can win the game, or we can win it over here with our Crawling Barrens. Now, Crawling Barrens isn't the best because it does eat up some of our colors of mana, so sometimes it will take us a little longer to get an ultimatum down because Crawling Barrens is colorless, but I think having a secondary win con aside from Tibalt is pretty good. You could also probably run an Onyx in this deck, to be honest, in place of Tibalt, but I like to go for Tibalt because we don't play it as often as we should. And then the ways to get there are through obviously controlling your opponent's side of the board. We're doing that through a couple of Bloodchief's Thirst. We have a couple of Clean to Dust for those rogues matchups, and then we have a couple of Erebos Interventions. It's a great removal tool. You gain life, and the utility on it against like things like with graveyard effects like cycling, it's just really, really good, and you really can't go wrong. And then we got Maze Mind Tome for the card draw, a couple of Vanishing Verses for those pesky Henges or Ember Cleaves or whatever it may be. Then we have a couple of my favorite cards of, playset of Apparition, Skyclave Apparition to exile some things. And then we have, of course, Bone Crusher Giant because it's an amazing adventure card. Honestly, if we're talking about things that would change at the very end, we're probably going to talk about maybe taking Bone Crusher out, but I do like Bone Crusher. It is a very useful card because it does have that adventure side for removal, but it's also a very dangerous body. And then, of course, we have some Doom Scars because those aggro decks at the when I was playtesting this was getting up underneath us, because setting up an ultimatum is great, but it does take a little while to get there. So Doomscar helps us get there as well against those aggro matchups. And then Lorehold Command, because it's probably one of the better commands. That's why it costs so much, but it does do a whole lot for you as far as value. So got a couple of Lorehold commands in here as well. And then the lands, we have 2 Castle Locthwains. We already talked about the Barrens, but I splashed in a lot of multicolored lands, these temples, just so that way we know that we have the proper lands to hit the Ruinous Ultimatum. But yeah, that's the deck in a nutshell. It's very simple. We're trying to control the board. We're trying to win with Tibalt. We're trying to win with Crawling Barrens. And unfortunately today we run into a lot of meta matchups. We go against rogues and Iria Ultimatum as well, but we do pretty well. And I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay footage that's about to come up, and we'll see you guys back here at the end for some final thoughts. Peace. All right, here we go. Gonna be playing a classic of mine, some Mardu. When I say classic, I know I overplay this color scheme quite a bit, Mardu, but you know what? Today, I was having a tough time recording. Tough time getting a deck together for you guys, so I figured let's just go Mardu. And let's do something I know very well, Control. So, that's where we ended up. Get to play a fun card today, though. A card we don't get to see a whole lot. It's Ruinous Ultimatum. So that should be a lot of fun. Up against Snakebite. Alright, let's go Snakebite. What you got? We're about to put a beating on you. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not kidding. Alright, we're up against Gruul. Okay, so it could be getting pretty quick. Pretty quick creatures here. So, Ruinous Ultimatum looking really, really good here. A lot of removal in my hand, actually. So, I've actually got quite a bit of answers here for their style of deck. That's going to be something I Vanishing Verse, that's for sure. Another Temple. Maze Mind Tome. I am going to definitely keep that. We'll wait till they actually crew this in, and then we'll hit it with the Vanishing Verse. Alright, another Cobra. Can you be any more annoying, bruh? Alright. And a Heliod. Alright, interesting. Interesting. Here comes the crew. Alright, and now we Vanishing Verse. Maybe? It wouldn't let me pull the card out. Alright, there we go. We kill the Omen Keel. That's gone. They have a really strange deck here, I can't lie. I do not know at all what it is they are trying to accomplish here, but can't be good. Gotta be up to some serious nonsense here, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna take one of these because I think them getting double the mana every time is really annoying. I know they have a Heliod out there. I'm very aware, but I think that's the way to go because they don't have any way to gain life at the moment other than actually pumping lifelink into their creatures, right? Okay, I'll take that trade all day. All right, looking good. Looking good. The board is very clean right now. Board's very clean. I can actually Lorehold Command here. Shoot down to 2/2. They foretold some cards too, by the way, so I'm very curious what that would be. I would guess, if I had to guess, I'd say that has to be a Doomscar, right? Hold on, let them attack first. There we go. Now we do this. All right, keeping the board nice and clean. We're looking really, really good right now, so I'm not too worried about this at all. Let's play the Tome and say go. Crawling Barrens, we're gonna go ahead and pump that more than likely here because that's gonna be pretty much our win con in this particular situation. Because like I said, I'm almost positive these are gonna be Doomscars. I mean, what else would they be foretelling in these colors? You know what I'm saying? And they can't even play it yet because they're gonna need 2 white to actually make that work. Clean the dust, huh? Let's get in there. All right, and then we got to clean the dust. We can eat up some of their graveyard if they have any sort of graveyard shenanigans. I doubt they do, but all right. Gonna go for my graveyard. I really want the card, so would really rather draw a card than gain life here, especially at 19. I mean, we're looking fine. All right, let's go and shoot this bad boy down. Open up the door for my Crawling Barrens. This is pretty routine at this point. Opponent does not have an answer for any of this at the moment with those 2 foretold cards. Again, I really don't think they're anything but Doomscars because of the color schemes that they're running here, but you never know. They might actually be missing a blue source. You never know, and then that blue source leads to other things. We'll see. We do need more land, right? We do need more land. All right, let's pop this. And they're 1 away from death. Pretty straightforward. We just keep beating them to death with Crawling Barrens. We win the game, and that's a wrap. And they scoop it up, even though they presented a blocker on the field, but they must have known I had some removal in hand or something, or at least made an educated guess, but GG. All right, there we go. Pretty easy, straightforward first match. Hopefully we get a little bit more of a competitive, longer match here. Get to showcase a little more of the deck. See Ruinous Ultimatum in its glory. This is not good. Definitely can't keep that, right? better. It's better, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna regret not keeping this card, but we'll see. Up against a Yorion deck. Hopefully not an ultimatum deck. Hopefully not the emergent ultimatum deck. That would be annoying. There's just some decks I'm tired of playing against, you know? Ready for a shakeup. Ready for the new D&D set, that's for sure. Nope, it's like 100% for sure the ultimatum deck, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and, do we want to steal a creature out of their deck? Probably not, right? So let's just wait for the actual Tibalt side of this. I don't think there's any creatures that I can think of top of mind that I'm too worried about, so. Do I pressure them with the Bone Crusher Giant? Probably not. It's just gonna get Binding the Old Gods treatment, you know what I'm saying? So. Literally, I think that's why I'm so, like, over playing these decks and being salty about them, is that I'm just like, there's no surprise, you know? Like, I knew turn 2 Omen of the Sea was coming down, or Wolf of the Haven. Like, I could tell you this entire deck, beginning front to back, you know? Just over that. And the other problem is I know it's probably gonna beat me. It's probably gonna win this matchup. It's unfortunate. It's okay. At least our ultimatum hits everything. So I mean, if we follow up their ultimatum with our own ultimatum, we'll be fine. I'm gonna go face here with 2. Put some pressure on. All right, more land is honestly good. Glad we found it. Need some black or red source at this point. Some land back to back. I wouldn't even mind a Maze Mind Tome, because then I could draw some cards, get some value going there. Because we did have to take a mulligan, which really did hurt us a lot. Erebos Intervention's nice, but in this matchup, not that important, honestly. Here comes the Binding. Heartless Act. Ooh, okay. Little shake up, little Heartless Act instead. They cycle, sure. Okay. That's a land, a good one too. Let's see if they have an answer for this. Oh, actually, I thought I had enough mana to attack with that. I forgot to try out came and tapped. Whoops. Oh well, at least we're not holding up priority. There's nothing we could have done there anyways, but at least we weren't holding priority now. Oh, Pelucranos. I actually can steal that. Okay, so this is a little bit different than normal. I mean, I have seen the version with Pelucranos in it, but still. Do I Apparition this though, or do I just Doomscar it? I think I'm just gonna Doomscar it. If I Doomscar it, they get a, you know, throw it into the graveyard, and then I can exile later if they try to eat up their graveyard to replay it. 4 cards, that needs 6. Yeah, Doomscar's fine. Doomscar's fine. I guess I could have just played the Doomscar hardcasted, huh? But yeah, I should have played the hardcasted one, because I don't really want to play Valky. I don't think that's good value. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of creatures to choose from here, so should have played that one, saved the one that was cheaper, but oh well. Alright, they're cycling away, getting cards in their graveyard here for Pelucranos. One more card, they can recast it, but then I'll be ready for it next turn with the intervention. Temple of Malice, that's actually a really good land. I needed that one off the top. I also need this one. Shoot. I'm going to keep it. It does allow us to play Tibalt, so I'm going to keep it. And then I'll foretell this, and ready to go with the intervention. Say go. Hopefully their big play here is Pelucranos. If that's their big play, we've got them shut down. If it's an ultimatum, we're in a little bit of trouble. They have plenty of mana to hit me with the ultimatum at this point. I don't have an immediate answer for it. Gotta top deck the Ruinous ultimatum. They scry to the top. Never a good sign. Never a good sign. Pelucranos, please. Alright, Elspeth's Nightmare. I can live with that. They buy Yorion. Interesting. So I'm going to play this now because they're just going to take it anyways with this next turn. So might as well cast it now while we can. For 2. So we get 4 cards out of their graveyard. You. All the cards that do stuff. Go ahead, get them out. And we get to play Tybalt, the Cosmic Imposter. Hopefully no binding comes down for this bad boy. Sweet, we got a bunch of land. Love it. Love it. Binding it is. How did we know? It's like it's textbook. It's like it's the same deck we've seen a million times. Weird. And unfortunately, we picked up some lands with that, so that's really nice. Wouldn't mind a Ruinous ultimatum at this point. Oh, but it's another land. All right, fair enough. Gonna have to make it work. I guess Crawling Barrens is the only play we got, huh? Well, can we pump it twice? No, I don't think we can pump it twice and swing, so let's just pass the turn here. We'll pump it though on our end step here a couple of times, and then when we swing next turn, we'll be pretty dangerous. We'll be a pretty dangerous threat. If they can't find that ultimatum, we might be okay. We can't find our own ultimatum though. What's the percentage on the draw of the ultimatum here? 6.6%. Not great. Not great at all. I just don't want to see an emergent ultimatum. If it hits me, I'm toast. Honestly, I'm going to be completely a realist here and say if an emergent hits me here, we're toast. I wish I could cycle this Triumph, but that's not how it works. If we steal it with the Tybalt, we have to play it as a land. Alright, here we go. Clean to dust. I mean, that's life gain, so that's cool. Gonna hit him here pretty hard. Put him within one more turn here. See if they got an answer for us here on the next go around. It's pretty much for them ultimatum or nothing, because wait, no, I thought that was they were gonna take something out of my hand. That's why I was about to play that, but it was exile from the graveyard, which is all the more reason not to play it right there. All right, if they don't have anything and they expect to maybe block with Yorion here, it's gonna be a big mistake. They play the Valky side. Oh, they don't have any red mana out. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay, go ahead, take my apparition. That does nothing. I think we won. I think this is a pretty clear-cut win here. We Doomscar the board and we're good. We're good, man. Eat up the binding here. Let's just hope for no counter spell. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of that would get us here. Later. Do we got him? Ladies and gentlemen, do we got him? Oh no. Oh, okay, that's fine. We don't have them yet. Not yet. They saved themselves one life point here. Darn it. That's actually pretty clutch on their part. Pretty clutch. There it is. There's a scoop. We got him. All right. It took longer to get there than we thought, but we got him. Emergent ultimatum. I'm glad we beat that one. I did think that was going to be a pretty tough matchup for us, but we got it. All right. Glad we picked up that W. That was a close. I mean, that wasn't that close, but it was nerve-wracking just knowing that they could have dropped the emergent on me at any moment. If I had Ruinous ultimatum in my hand at the time, I wouldn't have been worried at all, but the fact that I didn't have it in hand ready to go made that matchup really scary for me. I'm glad it was fair though. They didn't find their ultimatum, we didn't find ours. Alright, let's go red, I guess. The tomes are going to have to get us there as far as mana goes, but pretty happy about having 3 tomes in hand early. Can't complain too much about that, but I can complain about that. Oh, yeah. Alright, we found a cling though off the top, so that's about as best as we can ask for there. Unreal, man. Back-to-back games, we go against Sultai Ultimatum, now Rogues. Can we just get some originality? Please, we're in gold for crying out loud. It's fine. I'm not even mad. You're mad. I'm not mad. Alright, we take one, whatever. Just 2 cards in the graveyard. That's not the end of the world, but this does mill us if any other rogue touches the battlefield, so probably gonna be the case. We put a stop on the front, by the way, because we want to scry, make sure we hit our land drops. I really need that card, but can't afford to keep it without mana, so if we scry one to the top here, they could actually flash in like a Soaring Thought Thief and really tick me off. Alright, Bone Crusher at least kills this, but we're still in the position of no mana, and I can't foretell this. I can't play anything. Alright, how many lands did they hit there? Just a 2. Okay. We should be able to draw some lands. We really should. We're not exactly hurting at the moment right now as far as like... They're not all in the graveyard here. Okay. Things are getting out of hand now. Blood Chief's Thirst Out. I really needed that. That's a good card here. Alright, we found a Triumph. That's fair. That's fair. We're gonna go ahead and on this next one put a stop again. Double scry, hopefully hitting a white source so we can Doomscar the board, and then we'll be back in business here. That's the plan. We're taking some big shots here though. Big shots. Sure. More pump spells, huh? More pump creatures. They've really invested a lot into the board here though, and they have no blue mana open, so if I can find this white source off the top, our opponent's really gonna pay for overextending here. How many white sources in the grave? Just 1, 2. So there's a really high potential that I can find that white source that we need here. Is it gonna be an exact plains though? That's the trickier part. Or is it gonna be a tap land? If it's a tap land, we still got to keep it. We play the Bone Crusher to hopefully block the Guild Enforcer, and then do what we can. That should put us to 1. That also opens them up to potentially countering us. So I mean, it's do or die. We got to find this white source. Come on, quit talking like that. We got to find it. Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go, dude. All right. See you later, nerds. No blue mana open, no counterspell available. We'll be seeing you, rogues. Have a nice day. It's now our game to take over. This is now our game, and then we get to cling to dust, which is amazing. I wish I could kill that though. I can, I mean, if I hit a land, but they're probably gonna find a land here, I'm sure. No land. I would imagine they would have slammed it immediately, so that's a good sign. I can't put a stop. We're actually out of triggers for the Maze Mind Tome here. Lower hold command. We need you here. We need you to kill that crab for me. Gotta kill that crab. It stinks because I really want to get these Cling to Dust going so we can start eating up my own graveyard here, but it's just like one threat after another we have to deal with whenever you're playing against rogues. Trying to escape things is tough. It really is. They don't really let up and give you a moment to breathe. A temple, I mean, we'll take it. It's good enough. We can cling. And it's a land to get us to that lore hold eventually, right? Apparition is another really good card here. If it gets milled though, I might be a little upset. We'll see. Let's do this actually. That way it doesn't get milled. Let's go. I really want to eat up their graveyard because, you know, they can bring things back from the graveyard, but I think I have to do it this way. That way I can draw a card, because if I do their graveyard, it's only creatures, so I'm only going to gain life. I need to draw this apparition. It's just too good of a card not to have on hand in this particular matchup, so shoot. All right, well, we got the land drop this turn. We need another one off the top. We got to keep getting closer to this Ruinous, because eventually I do feel like it will become a pretty solid card for us. Another crab. I had a feeling they had two. I had a feeling about that, but they only had one blue source, so they couldn't play it. But all right, more land. We'd like to see that. I'm gonna do this now before they get the ability to before they get the ability to mill us by dropping a land down. So gonna do this right away. ASAP. One crab down, got a little bit of life gain. Now we can start pressuring them with this spirit token. I'm sure it's gonna get Heartless acted or something like that. Yeah, there it goes. It was, you know, it's worth a shot. We got to slam it either way. There's the land, and it's a blue source. So now counters are a thing. Counters are definitely a thing now. Let's play this first and see if they have the counter. I really hope they counter this. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, let's go ahead and eat up the crab with our apparition. Counter. Yep, there it is. Didn't say please. Okay. How many cards left in my deck? 23. That I was gonna say they've really actually been milling me quite a bit here. So that stinks. Last card in their hand though. They're okay. They're top decking at this point. We love to see that. Into the story. Ready? Oh, thank God. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Oh, that's the best top deck I could have honestly even asked for. Thank you. Thank you. I could go Crawling Barrens here, but I think instead I would rather just eat up my graveyard a little bit here. Minimize the chances of my Ruinous ultimatum getting countered at some point. Alright, looking good. Let's start putting some damage on now. Put some damage on. Crawling Barrens over and over again. Heartless Act is a thing though, we do have to be careful. Wouldn't mind a Valky here. It's not terrible. Kind of want to see a Valky though, if I have any more. I don't even know if I have any more. Sure, we'll keep that on top. I mean, they're probably gonna mill us, right? So that leaves me with how much mana left open? Just 3? Ugh, okay. Alright, just 3 mana left open, which means I can only Maze Mind Tome here. I would have liked to hit the Crawling Barrens here instead, but it's all good. Alright, cool. Whatever. Another Thieves Guild Enforcer I gotta deal with. Unfortunate. I'm surprised they're attacking with it. These Crawling Barrens are gonna be quite the threat here in a few minutes. Oh, because you top decked a Xerath Sand, that's why. Got it. Unreal. Unreal. Jeez, they freaking top decked a freaking Xerath Sand. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have enough, hopefully, to cast the Ruinous ultimatum now. Just annoying, that's all. Just straight up annoying. I can live with it though. They're out of cards in hand. Back to top decking. Hopefully not top decking absolute insanity. See you later. I don't know why they allow you to activate Valky's ability and hold up priority like this when there's nothing underneath it. Seems kind of weird. Alright, they kind of know my hand. They know I don't really have anything, so we're going to draw. Nice. Temple's good. Lorehold Command is good. Kills pretty much almost anything in their deck. I have one more Ruinous ultimatum too. Nice. And I have 2 more Tybalts. Very nice. Alright, we got a pretty good open shot here to the face on this next go around. Hopefully we top deck a Tybalt here. I'm actually going to put a stop here. No. I already put Lorehold on top, huh? Lorehold's fine. Lorehold kills the Faceless Haven, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Plenty of mana. Plenty of mana to run this through their face and kill the Faceless Haven. Perfect. Yeah, we have just enough. I know I tend to miscount sometimes, so sure. Is that what you want to do? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? All right, we're gonna beat rogues and ultimatum. Oh, let's go, dude. I don't want to count my eggs yet that haven't hatched, whatever the quote is. I don't even know, but that quote, I don't want to do that yet until we've got the W, but feeling pretty good about where we stand here. Let's do the same thing. Let's hold up and lower hold command here. I know I really want to play the Tybalts, but it's a little overkill and it's a little greedy. Could walk into something here. So having lower hold open is nice, and having Vanishing Verse is also nice. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Sure. Why not? Do I want to do that, or do I want to pump this for the next go round? Let's just pump my other barons here. Pump the other barons. Keep lore hold command open. We might need it here. They might main phase a creature here. We'll see. I doubt it, but here we go. Why not? I know I could cycle that, but I don't think we're gonna have the mana to do that. I don't think we have that luxury, so let's just throw it down. Get in there. It didn't seem like they had... Did they have counter, you think? They might have a counter spell. I know it sounds silly. I know I could kill them right now, but I'd rather not walk into a counter here. Okay, I can Vanishing Verse that. Okay, they're drawing a card. I'm going the long way. I know that there's a straight direct path to victory here, but I'm taking the long way just to play it safe. Yep, there we go. Got the victory. GG. All right, here we go. This should be the last game of the video. As long as it goes quickly and we can squeeze it in, this should be the last game. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself, man. I really can't wait for the new set to release. Get that going, man, because I need a shake up. I can't lie to you guys. I need a shake up. I'm running out of like cool, fresh, crazy ideas, you know? I don't want to just keep making a bunch of different control lists for you guys, which I can do, and I could probably win some games and probably climb rank pretty easily, but I like to keep it fresh, you know? Alright, looks like we're up against a Selesnya magecraft, huh? Is that what we're doing, huh? This gets base power of 2 till end of turn. Okay, so all I gotta do is stomp that. Yeah, let's do it now. Let's do it now before they get any trickery with their mana, any sort of like protection style spells. Let's get that out of the way. I know they'd run fight as 1 and things like that, so want to make sure we can shoot that down quickly. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're a flyer stack. 2 more to cast. 2 more to cast, huh? All right, well. I mean, I guess we go Valky, I guess. Yeah, I guess we can. Oh, yeah, there we go. That'll work. Let's go Valky. Let's go Valky, steal one of their creatures here, and then, oh, wow, no creatures, huh? Winged Words, a Myriad's Call, just a lot of card draw, huh? Okay. Okay. Just a lot of card draw. Probably gonna see a Temple of Enlightenment here, followed by Winged Words. Okay, or Redain. Redain's cool too. Redain is cool too. Gonna be taking some damage, man. Gonna be taking some damage. Alright, white or black? Probably black because we already got 2 white, right? So let's do that. Let's do black. And how do we handle our opponent here? I say we Vanishing Verse the Redain. Yeah? Probably, right? I guess Vanishing Verse the Redain, though. Creatures you control flying will have spells opponents 2 more. Okay, so yeah, let's get rid of this first because Redain's going to be hard to kill with the Vanishing Verse if we have to pay more for it. So we'll just do it like that. Just do it like that. I guess we hope to draw what? Land? Yeah. Whenever a permanent control becomes a target of spell ability, opponent has to counter unless they pay 1. So it's gonna cost 1 more. So we're being taxed again. Our opponent is just taxing us, huh? Why did they say thinking? Were they trying to tell me to hurry? Alright, so definitely going to... Gonna Vanishing versus this. Okay. We'll play the Bone Crusher Giant. Once we can kill this Rodane, it will be in a position where we could just keep pounding them for life, you know, putting them on a bit of a clock here. We've got a lot of damage on the board, so... but then they throw down another taxing creature. Unbelievable. I'm trying to get rid of all this taxing, man. That's annoying. Taxing me. Alright. Do I not have enough? 4 or 5? Oh my gosh, I don't have enough. Can I play it this way? 4. It does have... this tax is annoying. Holy cow. There's nothing we can do, huh? Costs 2 more. So if I hit this for 2, I need 1 more land in order to play this to kill this. That's unbelievable. That's actually unbelievable. Okay. I should have attacked with Bone Crusher there, but I'm so in my head right now trying to figure out how to kill these things. We keep killing the things that are costing us more to kill things, and then they just keep playing more. I really need to get a Doomscar. That's what it comes down to. Doomscar is going to save me, or, you know, something like a Ruinous Ultimatum. The problem is Rodane taxes that as well, so I don't know. I just don't know. A land that comes in untapped is not bad either, though, because we can hit the Skybonder, and then finally we can start hitting things. But then they just stole another one of my... So unfortunate. Alright, we got the Doomscar. Got the Doomscar. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage on board, so we're not dead next turn. We're not dead next turn, and we can kill this. No? Can't kill that? Okay, can't kill that. Oh, because it has a tax here, and it has a tax here. Wow. So much taxing, bruv. What is this guy, IRS? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what really sucks? Is even if we Doomscar next turn, if we don't draw... nothing we can do. They're gonna be left with a flyer, a 3/3 or a 3/3 creature, and kill me. Doesn't matter. That puts them right at lethal too. Yikes! Well, I guess they got us, huh? I guess they got us. GG's. Well played. That's a pretty cool deck. I might have to look into that one. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Let's wrap it up with some final thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed. And that's gonna do it for today's gameplay footage. I hope you all enjoyed the list. This one was a classic for myself as far as just control, Mardu, you know, all of my favorite things. So I really obviously enjoyed this list. I thought it was fairly simple for myself to play. If you like control, you're gonna like this deck. It's pretty simple. A lot of removal, a lot of control cards, a lot of ways to gain life. It's got a bit of it all, but there are some things that, if I'm being honest, the way this deck played, I personally think I would change, and it's kind of a lot. Like I said, I would take out the Tybalt's for Onyx. I do think Onyx is the better card. I just typically haven't played Tybalt very often, so the Valky side of things didn't seem to hit for me as often as it should have, and so I think taking Tybalt out for Onyx is good, because Onyx not only is another way to generate life gain, but it also allows us to find the cards that we need, as opposed to just top decking and hoping. And then Tybalt got killed almost right away every time. So I think getting some life gain and finding the actual cards that we need in the slots that we need them is probably a little better. And then Bone Crusher Giant was another splash of red that I put in here because Tybalt obviously being red, and then Ruinous being red, and this being red, that wasn't a whole lot of red going on. So I thought, let's go ahead and fill in that last spot with the Bone Crusher Giant because it's red. But I don't really think that's necessary. Maybe we could throw in a little bit more removal or even some more hand hate if you'd like. But I don't know if Bone Crusher Giant's quite getting it done in this meta. As you saw with Rogues, things are a little bit bigger. They have 3 toughness. Things like indestructibility with mono white. Bone Crusher is kind of at a point right now in the meta, I think, where it's not really killing as many things as I would like it to. So unfortunately, I think it can go and we could fill in the slot with something else. But those are the 2 big changes that I would make to this deck. But as always, if you have any ideas on the deck, please list them down below in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, how you like the deck, if you enjoyed it or not. And if you have some ideas on how to make it better, definitely let me know. And this is going to be the end of the video where I actually have to let you guys know how much I appreciate each and every one of you for making it this far into the video. It means the world to me because that kind of support helps the channel go a long way, especially with the algorithm. It gets us pushed out to more viewership. So thank you so much for staying and sticking with us. And then all of my special members on the channel, special shout out to you. Starting from top to bottom, we have Gray, Saint Nemo, Galadriel, Narcissist Vane, Travis, Mr. Eben, Adam, Leonardo, Get Looky, Daisy, Jay, Kevin, Zeke, Watts, and Beef Drew. Thank you all so much for your memberships on the channel. It means a lot to me, and it helps the channel so much. And if you want to become a member today, you can hit that little join button next to the subscribe button. It's a great way to help support the channel, and you get exclusive content. So if you want to click that, it'll explain everything in there for you, and I'd really appreciate that. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. We'll see you guys here. What's today? I don't know when my videos go out. I think this one's gonna come out on Wednesday, so I'll see you guys back here tonight for a live stream. Don't miss it. Hope to see you guys there, and until next time, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Slez, you know Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah, it's custom to cheddar.